In this video, I'm going to explain how you can transfer credit to a linked unit upon move out. So the first thing you'll do is come here to Edit Customer, and then you'll find the unit that you want to move out of, or the tenant associated with the unit you want to move them out of. And then once we're here, just so you know, this balance will show you just the overall credit or balance on the tenant's account or accounts if they have multiple units. I just happen to know already that Unit 14 is the one with the $18 credit on it, and then Unit 16 has a $0 balance because I just moved it in for the purposes of this video. So the first thing that you want to do, so you can either do this one of two ways. You can move the tenant out and then follow these steps that I'm about to show, or prior to moving out, which might be a little easier depending on the situation, you can follow the steps I'm about to go over. So first things first, again, I know Unit 14 is the one with the credit on it, so I'm going to come here to Account Activity and select Unit 14 from the drop-down menu. And then from here, I'm going to do create charge to offset that $18 that they have a credit for. And you'll want to put a reason why you're creating this charge. So I'm just going to say transferring to Unit 16 and then click Save. And then you'll go into Unit 16 and do create credit for the amount of $18. And again, you'll put a reason why, and you can say transferring of credit, or whatever you want to put. The reason category, you can do transfer credit. That's probably the best one, but you could in theory also do waived rent or other, just whichever you prefer. And then you can copy this from up here, or you can create your own thing. But I'm just going to add to the reason down here, just saying transferring of credit from Unit 14, and I'll just say upon move out. Again, you can put whatever descriptions you want. You do not have to use the ones I used in this video, but just so you have a general idea. And now this unit has the credit on the account, and then we can come back here to overview and finalize the move out for Unit 14. Because they no longer have a balance or a credit on their account because we transferred that credit over, you can just put yes here. This is just saying they're up to date. No further action is needed. So we'll click yes. And then it may pop up with the security deposit. If there is a security deposit to refund, that is a whole separate thing. In this instance, since there is a $50 security deposit, and if this was the only credit you're wanting to transfer over to the linked unit, you could leave the $50 in this box and transfer. This would automatically just keep that $50 credit on the account. So it would apply to the new unit essentially. Or you can do return to customer, and this would imply that you're actually returning security deposit. If you don't deal with security deposits, the screen will still show up, but it'll just say 0 in this box instead. You can do whatever you want with that, but you can just say save, cancel, whatever you want. We'll just click save just so we can continue on. But generally speaking, that is the steps. Again, you can also post move out, do the same actions. You can come into this one. I did have a couple units on this account. But if you know this was Unit 14 and it shows a $18 credit on the account, for example, you could still do the create charge now and then go back to Unit 16 that's still active and create the credit that way. So you can, again, follow the same steps that I just went over post move out as well, but it may be a little easier, typically speaking, to do it prior to move out. I hope this helps, but if you have any additional questions upon moving out and transferring credits, just let support know.